All right, everyone, it's Katrina here for another video. Today, we're going to talk about service business sales funnels. We're going to get into what are they, how can they help us, and what is it that we need to do in terms of steps to get them started, what's the value, pros and cons, and all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. So a sales funnel for a service-based business is essentially a series of steps that guide people from becoming aware of you to booking your services, either by buying something in a physical shopping cart or booking an appointment with you. And in most cases, service-based businesses need to book an appointment to develop some kind of one-on-one relationship before providing a quote. So the call to action at the end is typically an appointment booking. Sales funnels also give people information and will nurture prospects in a way that you can't really do otherwise. It helps them keep you at top of mind. It's going to build trust in your brand, and will even go so far as to say when those prospects are there with you in a meeting, they convert much better because they've done their information about you and they can see firsthand how you stack up amongst your competitors, rather than they're just going into it cold with nothing else to reference and no information. Most of your funnel can be automated. It can run in the background for you 24/7, 365. So it's really a great way for people to discover you and ideally convert that works for you, even if you're not working. So it is highly, highly recommended. And a well-structured one is going to give you higher quality, better qualifying leads that may even put you in a position to create more forms of income, more forms of passive income. Once you get started with these funnels, you can create other different types of funnels for different things. Really, the possibilities are only in your own mind to come up with some of these ideas. All right, so you want to automate a lot of things up front and plan before you do anything. It's going to save you a bunch of time in the back end. So the initial setup, or let's say the initial setup is finished. When you're done, you want to involve social media in there to drive traffic to that. You may want to also consider running ads. We're going to get into more detail about that later. And we have a ton of content on social media, content creation, editing, how to manage your own social media, when it makes sense for other people to manage it for you, and all that good stuff. So as far as the actual content goes of the funnel itself, you never want to come across too salesy. You want to come from the perspective of problem solving and giving information, especially with something like a funnel, because most people know at the end of it, there probably is going to be some form of call to action. It's very important to give them value up front. So first, a prospect needs to be aware that they even have a problem before you can take them on the buyer's journey. Then they need to do some research. They need to compare options. They need to do their due diligence, if you will. Once they've done that, and only then will they start to consider you amongst your competitors and see who's the best option. Only then. And if they're satisfied that you're the best choice for them, they're going to choose to move forward, whether that's booking an appointment, buying then, or whatever the case may be, probably one of the two. The first thing you want to decide before you do a funnel is going to be, of course, the offer. You need to come up with an offer that is so compelling that people might want to click on it, even if they don't even necessarily know they have a problem yet. I mean, ideally, this is your value message, if you will, and you're going to continue to craft and refine that for years to come. And what might work today may not work 6 months or a year from now. You have to go with the times, and you have to go according to the market, how people behave, what they want in your area. There's definitely a lot of research that goes into it initially. So let's talk about the landing page component. Obviously, it's a ClickFunnels process. You're going to be using a website system, a landing page system of some kind. You definitely want to spend a lot of time on the design. Obviously, the copy that's in there is very important, but a well-designed, fast Loading website is very important. If it doesn't load fast, people are just going to simply click away, and you may not ever get them to jump on board, even if you have some great content. It's just going to lose them if they get to their destination and it takes forever to load, guys. Other useful tools you can use within your lead funnel, sales funnel system is a lead magnet. So what could be considered a lead magnet? Some kind of cheat sheet, essential tips, some kind of checklist, an ebook, things like that. Things that are what you call a gimme, a free. Take this little free tidbit, and if you want more, you could book an appointment. Giving something that's valuable up front that creates incentive. I personally really like the ebook model. It doesn't work for everyone, but if you're a coach, or consultant, if you do any services that involve something a little bit more long-term, or something where you have to, be collaborative in some way with the prospect who will hopefully turn into a client, anything that's collaborative whatsoever, I recommend it because that just gives that extra layer of value. Let's say it's a little bit more surface level, or there's not quite as much involved in it. Maybe it's just a simple checklist, but the point is that, you have to give to receive. It's very common practice. Your competitors are certainly doing it, and it definitely kind of puts you on an even keel and maybe an edge if you do it right. Other things that you can add to your lead funnel, your sales funnel process, are automated emails that also take the prospect through the buyer's journey, either if they don't take action on the page, or if they do something that continues to warm up the lead. There's a lot of great things that you can do with emails, and they do tend to convert higher than a lot of other forms of marketing, faster as well. So setting up an email sequence that works simultaneously with your sales funnel is very, very smart, and you're going to thank yourself for doing that. Make sure, of course, you have an opt-in and an opt-out so people can jump in or jump out at their own discretion. Otherwise, you will probably be flagged for spam. That's just something to keep in mind. Also, there are other tools and software systems where you can track more data. You can add more things like videos to your funnels. There's so many possibilities. We can do an entire deep dive on this topic, meaning a whole series on this topic if you want to. Just let us know in the comments. We don't know what you guys want unless you reach out. So leave us a DM, send us an email, some kind of a message, and let us know what you want us to post about next. And also, we're offering sponsorship space on our channels. So if you're looking for more online exposure, but you don't want to manage your own channel, or you want to get exposure on more established channels like us, we have over 500,000 people a year and growing that are actively participating in our content. You might want to become a YouTube sponsor and rent some ad space in our videos and get in front of those people without having to spend all the time and money building up that network on your own. Or I would see it as a great additional way to grow your brand and get some more awareness besides what you're already doing. So if that interests you, any of the topics we talked about, or you are looking for somebody to manage your marketing or coach you on how to do it, give us a call at 407-334-9378. Again, that phone number is 407-334-9378. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.